friends, thanks for coming today. I'm so glad that you're here. You know, we've been learning a lot about insects and we're going to start talking about rocks. But before we do that, I wanted to share a little bit with something with you that I've been thinking a lot about. And you know, we've been home for a really long time now, and a lot of times when we're stuck in the same spot for a really long time, we can get a lot of feelings that go along with that. So some days maybe you're feeling sad that you're at home, some days maybe you're feeling cranky that you have to be home all the time, and maybe you're missing your friends, maybe you're missing your grandma, maybe you're missing the people that you want to go visit if you have cousins in California or cousins in down the road that you want to go see. Maybe you can't do that right now, and that can feel frustrating. And you know, when you're around the same people every single day and you can't really go anywhere, that can have a lot of big feelings that come with it. So I want to talk about those feelings, and I want to give you some strategies and some ideas that will help you deal with those big feelings, okay? And so the first thing that I want to do is just to take some really deep breaths, because when you take some deep breaths, it will allow some of those feelings to get out. Okay, so we'll take in some nice fresh air to kind of clean the inside of us, and then we'll let out all that old stuff so that we don't have to feel it anymore, okay? So I want you to put your hands right here together, and you're going to take a big deep breath. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do it 3 times. Put your hands right at your heart like this, and then we're going to go up and breathe in and out. Let me do it one more time. In and out. Now that's a really good start. So if you're having a cranky kind of a day, or you need a little bit of space because you're not in your best mood, taking some deep breaths is really helpful. Another thing that really helps to help ground you and make you feel solid in your home and help make your energy feel at peace is to take your eyes and focus on one object for a long period of time and try to turn off your brain and just breathe. So we're going to practice that a little bit too, okay? So I have a very special rock here. My son Julian, he likes collecting rocks, especially when he was little. He used to collect a ton of rocks. And so he has this fancy geode that he has, and he's sharing it with me. He's letting me use it. And so we're going to focus in on this geode, and I want you to just be at peace for a moment, and we're going to stare at that rock for a good minute or two. So I want your voice to be off, and try to turn your brain off too. It's almost like a superpower. If you can stare at that rock and not say a word and just breathe and stare at it for a long period of time, let's see what happens in about a minute or so. Ready, set, go. Don't forget to breathe. You're doing it. Keep going. You're almost there. You're doing such a good job. Just take some deep breaths. And what we're going to do in just a minute is you're going to close your eyes and just continue to focus on that geode. Continue to focus on that rock. When you're ready, close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed and be at peace. And take one deep breath. And let it out with an ah. And I want you to imagine for a moment that you're at your very favorite park. Keep your eyes closed and imagine in your brain that you're at your very favorite park. And you lay down in the grass and look up at the sky And the sun is kind of peeking through the trees, and the weather is just perfect. It's not too warm, it's not too cold. You're just lying there with your eyes closed, taking deep breaths. And as you lie there in your favorite park, a little butterfly comes by and it flutters by. I want you in your mind's eye to think about that butterfly. What color is your butterfly? What shape? Does it have any patterns? Spots or stripes? Really focus on that butterfly. It's fluttering around you and it goes all the way down to your toes. Can you imagine the soft pitter-patter of those wings on your toes? It's so happy to see you. You can feel it. And now it's going up your legs a little bit and a little bit more, and it's fluttering right up to your knees. It rests on your knee for just a moment. Does it look different when the wings are closed? You take a deep breath because it looks like it's resting. And then off it goes again, this time fluttering a little bit higher, all the way to your belly button. Oh my goodness, it's flittering right around your belly button, and it even gives you a little bit of a tickle. Can you feel that tickle? That silly butterfly. And there it goes, fluttering all the way up, up and down your arms, resting for a moment right on the top of your hand. Can you feel its little tiny feet right on the top of your hand? Can you feel how happy it feels to be there with you? Take one deep breath. And as you exhale, that butterfly starts flittering along and flying all the way up to your head, right in the middle of your forehead, kind of right between your two eyes. And it's flittering and it's fluttering, and you can feel the soft wings touching your forehead. Feel those wings. Feel that joy. It's so happy to be there with you. And before the butterfly goes, you thank it and say, "Thank you for visiting me, butterfly. I'm so happy to see you today." And off it goes, fluttering free up into the sky. And you take one more deep breath, feeling the warm air. In the soft distance, you can hear some music playing. And then when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and see if you can still find that rock and focus in on that rock. And take one more deep breath and let it out with a big ah. Thanks, friends, for doing that with me. You know, that's one of the best strategies that you can use if you're having a rough day at home and you're feeling really frustrated and you didn't get the sandwich the way that you wanted it, or you didn't get to see your friends that day, or you didn't get to go to the ice cream store. You can always close your eyes and take some deep breaths, and you can think about that friendly butterfly visiting you. So thanks for playing that game with me. And now for a minute, I would like to teach you something that the boys and I have been doing at home that helps us stay in a good mood and helps us with our happiness. It helps us be happy. So I have this chain here, and it's called a gratitude chain. So sometimes at dinner time or at the end of the day while you're lying in bed and reading stories with your family, one of the things I like to do with my boys is ask them what they're grateful for the day. And we usually do 3 or 5. A lot of times we'll do it during dinner. And I ask the boys to write some of their ideas on a chain with me on a piece of paper like this. They wrote it on a piece of paper, and then I put some glue on the end of it and I turned it into a chain. So I'm going to read some of the things that we've been grateful for since we've been here, cooped up in the house for a while now. So I wrote, I am grateful for my sons helping me make these videos. Do you know that they help me every single time I do these videos? Isaac helps me read, Julian helps me video it, and he helps me put it on YouTube. They're super helpful, so I'm super grateful for that. Let's see, it says, I am grateful for Moose and playing with him. I think Moose is in here a few times, so we're all grateful for Moose because he's been an excellent snuggler while we've been at home. Let's see, another one is, I'm grateful for good weather. It has been beautiful outside. I've gotten a lot of work done in the front yard, and I've laid down a stone path, and we've done some weeding and some lawn mowing and planting and lots of different things, so I am grateful for that as well. I also wrote, I'm grateful for taking Moose on long walks. I've been able to take him on some really long walks, and he's happy, and it makes me happy too to be out in nature. And so here's some ideas, and we put them all up here. And I just want to show you really quickly, all you need for it is some paper and a glue stick. And I want you to try to remind your family tonight at dinner that you want to talk about things that you're grateful for, because when you talk about things that you're grateful for, it helps you be happy. And if you're stuck at home and you're not able to go to school and you're not able to see your friends and you're not able to see grandma and you can't go to the ice cream store, then you have to help yourself remember the things that did go good that day, that went well for you, right? So this one says, I am grateful for the comfort of my home. That was what one of the boys wrote. So we're gonna put some glue on the end of one. So I just put some glue right there on the end, and we're gonna add it. So what you do to do that, to add it in, is you stick it through, and then you fold it over so they overlap, right? And you just push down, and it makes another rung of our chain. This one says, I am grateful that we are still able to make meals that taste good. We have been making some really special meals together and a lot of special treats too. And so I'm grateful for that too. And we're gonna add that to our chain. And as you can see, if we continue doing that, we can even hang it up in our dining room or in your bedroom, and we can remind ourselves of all of the amazing, wonderful things we have that are going on in our lives right now, and that will help us be a little bit happier. And there's one other strategy that I want to share with you today, and that is what this jar is all about. And so if you're having a bad day and you're feeling a little grumpy and you're a little cranky and you're like, but I really want to go to the ice cream store, and your family says, well, we can't go to the ice cream store because it's closed, that is what this wish jar is for. So this jar is all for wishes. And so when the boys and I really are missing something, we write it down on a piece of paper and then we put it into our wish jar. And then when all of the germs are gone and everything is up and open and ready to go, we can pick them out, maybe one a day or a couple a week, and we can do them. And we can do whatever it says on that paper. So this one, I think Julian wrote, go get pizza. He's missing pizza. He wants to go out to a restaurant and go get pizza. So he wrote that one in, and we're gonna put that one in the wish jar. Isaac wrote, get a haircut. He really likes getting a haircut, but he really needs a haircut right now because the place that we go get a haircut is closed right now. So he's really looking forward to going and getting a haircut. So that is a good thing to put in the wish jar. I wrote, go out with my boys to eat at Luca. Luca is one of our favorite restaurants that we like to go to. Believe it or not, they like getting pizza there. They do wood-fired pizzas, and this is gonna sound kind of crazy, you can get an egg on your pizza. So you put an egg right in the middle of your pizza with the yolk that's soft, the yellow part that's soft, and then when you take a piece of pizza, you can dip it in the yolk, and the boys really love that. So I can't wait to take them there when everything is open again. Another one that I wrote is I want to drive down to Cannon Beach for the day. Oh, that sounds lovely. I'd like to go to the beach when it's a nice sunny day and take in all that sun and listen to the waves of the ocean. There's a lot of peace in listening to the waves of the ocean for me. And Isaac wrote go to the movie theater. He's missing the movies. We can watch movies here at home, but he likes to go to the theater too and maybe get some popcorn or a special treat and watch a movie in the movie theater. So that's going to go in our wish jar. Whoa, look at how full it's getting. It's already halfway full. And the last one that I wrote is go for a hike in the gorge. I love going for hikes. I love being out in nature. And I really like hikes that have a waterfall in them because I think waterfalls are really pretty. And so that's something that I'm really looking forward to doing too. So here's another way that we can focus on the things that are going to happen in the future will help us to feel happy too. Okay, that's a wish jar. And so you can share that with your family and make a wish jar together, and also make a gratitude chain and hang up your gratitude chain somewhere in the house too, so that if you're feeling grumpy or you're feeling cranky or you're feeling cooped up and you're all tired of being in the house, then you have really lovely things that you can focus on that you're grateful for and things that you're focusing on that you can't wait to do in the future, okay? And don't forget, when you're having a rough day, to pick something special. It can be anything. I picked the special rock because we're talking about rocks, so I picked the special rock because it's pretty cool. But you can pick anything that you want. Like I had this other rock, it's in the shape of a heart. So you can pick something that, and you sit there for 1 or 2 minutes and use your superpowers. No talking, no moving if you can. Sometimes people try not blinking, but you can blink, it's totally fine. And just take deep breaths and stare at it for 1 or 2 minutes, and it will really help you get rid of that big feeling that you're having. Okay, you'll be able to have it, and then you'll be able to let it pass. Okay. And the last piece is that there's really nice music you can play, like we were listening to do. And remember your butterfly that you were thinking about? You can close your eyes and imagine that butterfly, and that will also bring you some joy and some happiness. So thanks for tuning in today. I've been wanting to do that because I know that there are a lot of big feelings out there, and I want you to have some strategies that will help you with those big feelings. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.